Hey everybody, I'm Larry Little.
And I'm Melissa Jackson.
Did you hear it?
There were some jingles going on, some jingle bells, something
jingle
I
bell,
could
jingle
hear.
bell, and that music. Hey, let's do this.
Yeah.
Robin, let's go back and let's play that intro one more time. So if you didn't hear it, listen to this. We have some cool jingle bells
Christmas
to get us
version.
in the right season. Here we go. 1, 2, let's go, Robin. Don't you love it? I
do.
it.
And, you know, incredible. Robin did that.
Oh, my gosh.
Robin Christmas-fied the RelationShifts song.
I love it. I think we ought to keep it in there like
I do too.
like all the time.
Why
I think
not?
it's a good, I
Why
love
not?
that. Awesome. Good job, Robin.
So we are talking about Christmas in our conversation today, and it's a mad Christmas.
It is.
We want to talk about how can you have a mad Christmas. Now, we're talking about not the emotion mad.
You're not talking about being mad, like angry, huh?
We're talking
Okay.
about make a difference Christmas.
Yes,
how
yes,
can you be mindful of your personality, understand the personalities, and leave room to let everybody be who they are this Christmas?
That's a great concept. And we actually have some practical stuff, practical tools that we think can help make this Christmas a little brighter.
Yes, so we're going to do that. But you have been working hard on something.
Well,
A special something that I think today is the day for you to
you think today's the day, huh?
reveal it. Yeah.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. You know, I like to mess around with writing a little bit and poems and songs, and I don't know why. It's just
It's a gift you have.
my brain works. And so we were kind of talking about, Christmas and what we want this to, and you made a suggestion about, hey, why don't you do something, with a poem or something. So I thought about that. And I wrote a poem. You want me to read it?
A poem based on the personalities.
It's a
Is that right?
poem.
Okay.
It's a mad take.
It's a mad take.
It's a mad
What is
take.
the poem called?
And the poem is
Do you have a
called
title?
"Twas the Night Before Christmas." A little personality take, if you
Okay.
will.
Okay. I like it.
What do
I
you
like
think?
it. We're
All right.
ready.
You
Let's
ready?
do it.
All right, here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the land, each personality creature had a plan well in hand. The stockings were hung, every detail just right, each one preparing in their own unique light. The leading lion roared, "Let's focus on the goal. We'll conquer this Christmas. Give it your heart and your soul." He laid out the path, bold vision in sight, declaring, "Hey, everyone, we'll finish this job by midnight tonight." But the people-loving parrot spread his wings and sang, with fun and laughter that cheerfully rang, "Who needs a plan when there's joy in the air? Let's dance around that tree. Come on, dance with me if you dare." The Competent Camel observed with great care, making list upon list to ensure that all was fair. The gifts must be labeled. The bows must be aligned. We'll check it all twice. Yes, even 3 times. Meanwhile, the tranquil turtle, calm and serene, watched the lights glimmer. Oh, what a peaceful scene. Slow down and enjoy those you care about. His wisdom was sure, there is no doubt. The lion led boldly, the parrot brought cheer, the camel ensured every detail was clear, the turtle brought calm on this Christmas Eve night. Each one made Christmas special with their unique insight. As Christmas Eve fell all across the earth, they each celebrated a very special birth, for they'd learned that this child had created them just right, for he created every personality to shine his light. So I say with happiness and great cheer, Merry Christmas, my friends, and a Happy New Year. For when we shift from thinking about ourselves to loving one another, we truly make a difference like no other.
Wow, that is incredible.
There you go.
Oh, incredible.
Wow.
And so spot on all the different personalities. I'm inside laughing here inside my mind because I can see each personality in what you described. And that is what we're going to talk about today.
I love it. Let's do it.
We've got to talk about this
do it.
because these personalities really shine during our holiday season when you have so much going on and the hustle and bustle and
Yep.
I think it's a good time to really kind of lean into some of that and really figure out and understand your family, your friends, understand them at a little stronger level through their personality.
Yeah, I think you're just have it just right, and it's important. And here's why it's important. It's Christmas is a wonderful time of the year, but that connecting with your family is critical. And we even have some data around that to help us think about this time of year. And I thought this was so compelling. 72% of people say that Christmas is the time they feel most connected to their families. I don't know why that surprised me. It shouldn't, but it did. I'm like, wow, 72% of the people. See, the other side of that in my head went, okay, 72% of the people wait till Christmas to connect with their family. But it's true. I mean, everybody's there. Everything's shut down. I thought it was interesting.
There's another stat here that says 65% say their favorite memories come from simple at-home traditions. So not, something big and something costly and something that takes a lot of time, but these simple at-home traditions.
That one kind of hurt me a little bit because I'm an experienced guy, and I like to create fun things or experiences versus gifts. But this was a real reminder that sometimes just the simple at-home experiences are cool, and you can do that and be okay with that. So that's good. That's a good word for me. And 90% this data says that 90% say Christmas brings out the playful side of their personality. I thought that was interesting. What do you think about that?
You were just talking about, you like to have experiences. You like to do things a little fun, a little different. And so, when families together, we need some of those playful things like playing games, playing cards, having activities so that everybody's involved, everybody's doing something together. It gives you something to focus on to create memories. So I like that.
You're a great example of that. I know that you have Christmas at your house with your family, and you have a group of lions that come to your house, right? I mean, your family, your brothers, and that kind of thing. So talk a little bit about what you do to make that successful, that event.
Well, years ago, I realized that, we needed something so that we could all be focused on a similar thing. We could all be together. Sometimes the ladies like to go talk or the guys like to go talk, but we needed something to keep us all, connected. So we started creating having an activity that we all do together. So we've done lots of different things. We've made ornaments. We've made gingerbread houses. We've, painted. We've done this year. We're going to do,
what is it?
We're going to do apples, chocolate covered apples. So we're going to have a little bar with, different toppings and different things and different white chocolate, different chocolates. And that way they can take it home with them. I don't want all the candied apples, the chocolate covered apples, but they'll make that, they'll carry it home, they'll eat it. And it is always so interesting to me because we usually kind of take a vote of, who were we most surprised by? And usually it's one of the guys that win.
Oh, listen, those lions, no matter what it is, they're competitive.
They're going to be competitive. And I have to get them going. I always have to get them going because they're, kind of, but once they get going, they're in and, they're focused. And it's fun.
I love what you did. And I tried to copy you. I wanted to do that at my home. We don't have a lot of lions in my family, but we do have some turtles and parrots and that kind of thing, and the camel. So I said, let me just try this, and I did this. You had taught me about making gingerbread and how competitive, how fun you guys, and the gingerbreads houses were just wonderful and beautiful and all this. All right, cool. So I went and got all the ingredients, whatever, the things, and had it set up. And here we go. At the end of the day, if you could have seen those gingerbread houses, first of all, they were pitiful. They look. I felt sorry for whoever had to live in that gingerbread house. And you know, it was fun. It was fun, but it wasn't quite the competitive fun game that you made up.
Different personalities. You had a different family dynamic.
One of the little teams we made, they ended up eating most of their house before they ever got. I mean, you know. Anyway, there you go.
Well, you know what? We are going to talk about different personalities and what can you do. We're going to give some ideas.
Let's do it
today, and you know, for families to figure out, because one size does not fit all. You need to figure out what's your family, how do you accommodate, what does it need to look like. Right. But let's talk about, you know, what animal are you at Christmas? What is your personality at Christmas? It may be what you are year round. It may be that your personality kind of takes on a new little nuance. But let's go through and let's talk about what Christmas would look like for each personality.
Let's do it.
So we have to start with the lions.
Yeah.
We have to start with the lions. So if we talk about lions for Christmas, and what a lion is going to look like, or a lion family dynamic,
lion
what would it be?
You know what? She is going to conquer that hill. They wake up in the mornings on Christmas morning with a mission to accomplish. Let's get up. Let's get it done. And I mean, let's don't, you know, lollygag around. We got things to do. We got to have breakfast. We got to get our presents. Then we're going to play our games and I'm going to win. And then we got to get it cleaned up because we got to get this task done. And then we're all going to take a nap at the same time. And then we're going to do this together. Then we're going to get up to our next hill. We take a nap so we can get up and achieve some more things, because Christmas is short and this day is short, and we've got a lot to accomplish in this day because we got to go. Maybe there's some board games tonight, and we'll end up with that, and maybe some good snacks and post Christmas time. We have got a day just full of wonderful, competitive, fun things.
Now I must say, you're making my stomach hurt, but I can identify with what you're saying. I can. And now, you know, that's not just the day of Christmas. That's a couple of days before too. And driving it. We have all these traditions. We're going to make sure we hit off every tradition. Because if we don't do it, it lacks being a tradition.
That's right.
But isn't that funny? Just to hear that out loud, it's kind of funny.
Get her done.
I hope someone is identifying with that and not just me. So that lion, they're going to go after it, which can be a little energetic and exhausting at times. But let's talk about the parrot. So what does the parrot Christmas look like?
Here we go. It's going to be fun. Parrots, the number one thing is we're going to be creative. We're going to have fun. We're going to have Christmas playlists. I'm going to have them so that we can have this wonderful music. I want music playing. I want us to laugh. I want us to listen. I'm going to have all kind of Christmas sweatshirts, and I love the sweaters, and I love those things that are just funny. I'm gonna, and this is gonna drive my camel family members, but I want a big blow up out in the front yard, a big snowman. I want
one. You just want one.
I don't care about a classy Christmas. I want a fun multiple blow ups all in the yard, because Christmas should be fun. And by the way, we're gonna take pictures. Everybody's gonna pose, and we're gonna get our pictures together.
What about
because
those
that's
family
fun.
members that don't like pictures?
Well, we're going to get them in there anyway. We're going to pull them in. We may have a Christmas dance off. Who knows? We'll make it up as we go, and we'll create, the fun, and we're going to be spontaneous. Traditions are fine as long as they don't have the last vote. We're going to make it up as we're spontaneous. Who wants to go get in the car and go look at lights? Let's go. And it's just a lot of fun, a lot of laughter, a lot of creativity, and kind of messy.
Kind of messy.
The mess we kind of overlook, but we're having too much fun to worry about cleaning up anything for Christmas anyway. So we're going to worry about the mess later.
You know what? I love that. There's a big part of me that just loves that fun and loves the creativity and, just the spontaneity of all that. And, that you're creating memories. You can create a lot.
Spontaneous memories.
I'll never forget one time that my husband and I, we ran into a friend of his at the grocery store, and it was around Christmas. I'll never forget this. And he is parrot, And we're like, hey, what are you doing? He was on the aisle with the marshmallows and the hot chocolate, and he had lots of stuff. So there was a variety going to be going on, right? And we said, what are you doing? He's like, we are headed north. And I'm like, what do you mean? You're headed? We are chasing the snow. We are headed. We're going to go find it. I'm going to go pick up the family. We're jumping in the car and we're headed to find snow. And I just thought, bless that mama. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It does.
But at the same time, I bet mama is not a parrot, but they're going to go search the fun. They're after it.
You're going to go.
But I loved it. I thought, I hope I can do that one day. But it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
A lot of fun. So you got the parrot. What about the camel? Describe the camel.
Well, our camel has put a lot of thought into this Christmas. He's planned it, thought about it, processed it. The camel knows exactly at what time we need to do what event. And by the way, if you go look at their Christmas tree, it is spectacularly organized and perfect, and nothing's out of place and color coordinated together. And if you look at the presents that they wrapped, they look like they should be on display, for some type of studio.
Do they have a notebook that, I'm just curious, do our camels have like a Christmas notebook or a notebook
100%,
that they,
100%.
They write, the meal down,
100%.
they write so that they can be well organized. Do you think they have a list of the Christmas gifts just to make sure they didn't miss one as they were,
they have a list and they've checked it, 3 or 4 or 5 times, not just twice. They want to, they're very intentional about that. They've given a lot of thought and process into those gifts of what, who would like what and how. And they have a plan. They have an outline for the day when Christmas Eve comes. They have it structured out that this is the time for this. This is the time for that. Here we go with this tree.
They've gotten
cocoa
the batteries, haven't they?
They've got batteries. They've got a full slate of batteries. Oh, yeah.
They have several different, batteries so they can be prepared for the double, the triple. They are ready.
And you want them, 100%.
Okay.
And not only that, you want them also cooking for you, because they're going to go exactly by the recipe for your favorite strawberry bread, your favorite whatever you like, and they're going to make the sausage balls. Some of the other personalities might, they might get there in the last minute. They may be rushing around. They may forget it. Not your camel. The camel is going to have, they're going to have it just right. The recipe is going to be just right. They really are. At Christmas time, they're that detailed person that's going to make the details of Christmas happen. Now they get a little stressed if you jump in the car and chase the snow. Like you said, that's going to stress them. Chaos really stresses. And I'll tell you, just a personal thing, we are, and so I'm married to a camel, and we are in chaos right now at my house. We're doing some things, renovating, that kind of thing, and so because of that, we here we are headed to Christmas, and we're still in chaos. And we're not sure exactly when we're going to be, and we're going to be able to get everything done, and yeah, it's been a learning experience for my camel. It's been a learning experience that we have to be able to kind of, now for me, who I'm not naturally a camel. Okay, it'll happen. It's good. We're going to have a great time with it. We're going to make it work. But no. Camels need that structure. They need to know, they have a plan. They know when they're going to take their tree up, put their tree up, and they know when they want to take that tree down. I mean, it's not like, they have a plan, and we need to help them to stick to that plan.
I'm having a hard time getting over the story you just told. No, poor Melanie.
Well, I'll let you know. Hang in there, Mel. We're gonna get there.
This may not be the best Christmas,
or it might.
Or hey, I don't know. So that camel, I was thinking too. Camels, they're the ones that already have the Christmas napkins too. The special for the Christmas. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about turtles.
Yep.
The turtle. What does a turtle Christmas look like?
I love turtle Christmases because they are so comforting. They're easy. They're laid back. They're going to ease into that Christmas morning. They're going to ease around Christmas Eve. They're going to make sure that things are slow and you can enjoy the moment, enjoy each other. That's the most important thing. And they love to kind of sit back and watch the other family members opening their gifts and opening their presents. And they're, it really is okay if you get to Christmas Eve and you go, oh, what are we going to have for dinner tonight? I don't know. What do you want to have? I don't know. What do you want to have? I wonder if they still deliver pizza. Maybe so. So that's cool with them. They're just, it's really, I have some relatives who are both turtles. They're married to each other. And it is so funny because they, they'll navigate Christmas and they'll push themselves, but it's been their tradition for years, and they've been married, and after they've grown children and a grandchild, so they've been married a long time. They still do this. They still do it. Every Christmas, the day after Christmas, they have what's called Chair Day. And Chair Day, they think they've earned it because they've gotten through the hustle and bustle of the Christmas season, and they were just worn out. They're turtles.
Yes.
So Chair Day is you may sit in your favorite chair in your pajamas all day long.
I'm writing that down
Chair
right
Day.
now.
And it's been a tradition. Yeah, we've tried it. I love it.
I
can get through about half a day of that. I can get through some of it. But they'll get through. They love it. They'll sit in their chair. And what do? They watch movies. They read. The only thing that you can't do is clean, or you can't do anything that's work related. You just can't. It's Chair Day. It's your day in your favorite chair.
Where do they live?
Everybody. I love it. Everybody has permission to be.
That's incredible.
Isn't that great?
So those turtles bring peace. They really bring peace. So let's talk about some fun things that in your family and understanding who is what and their personality. Let's talk about some things that you might do to create some fun for the lions, fun for the turtles, the camels, not just the parrots. So let's talk about what that can look like. So kicking off with the lions. So bringing some fun. It might mean that you're going to do some fun activities for those lions. It might be that you create some kind of speed gift wrapping race. Do something that is going to be fun and bring a little spontaneity to the picture.
All right, I got a question for you. So this is exactly what you did with your lions. You created this thing.
A task.
Yeah. What is
created a task
in your mind? What was the most successful thing you did with your lions? You've done several over the years. What's your favorite one? What's the one you would go, okay, that one really worked?
That was one of the ornament making years. And so I had lots of different things, but sticks or popsicle sticks, or I had just kind of leftover things, and to see them get in there and take things that, it wasn't well organized as far as, I didn't have a list. I didn't have so many of this or so many of that. And so they had to kind of pick what they wanted to use. They had to come up with their own idea of what they wanted to make. And I had a brother that took popsicle sticks and made this elaborate star and then painted it. Oh, wow. And and so that was, just one of the most creative things. And so they came up with their own plan. They pulled together their own, materials, and then they made it happen.
And each one thought theirs was the best.
They did.
They all won, yeah.
And they should. And we wanted them to. But it was fun. But here's another idea, some kind of Christmas scavenger hunt. But you're bringing fun. You're bringing some intentional fun. For parrots, you talked about being silly and expressive. Here's a couple of things just to plant some ideas for you. Create your own Christmas commercial. Create an ugly ornament, ugly sweater, create some of that fun where they can be silly and it can bring laughter, and you can be in those moments and you can allow for it to be that way. You keep telling stories about our family. I guess that's okay. On our Christmas edition, my sister has a lot of parrot in her, and so she has created this experience every year where she has invested in these young people, and when they first started they were just like children, but now they're like out of school or high school, and she takes them every year Christmas caroling. And she'll go to my parents, she'll come to our, and every year they come to our house, we try to be ready, and they come to the front, we bring them in, have cookies for them, and she's done it for years. And that Christmas caroling experience, they look forward to it now, and these children that she's invested in who need someone to invest in, she has given them a Christmas experience. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And they come and they sing for us, and we'll sing with them, and they just have a little little traditional route, that they take to some people. And it's been a lot of fun, and give her kudos for making that experience. It's purposeful, but also a lot of fun.
Yeah. What a tradition. What a tradition. So let's talk about turtles. Turtles needing that calm and that connection. So movie night, having hot cocoa, being able to have a hot cocoa bar to make that fun, to be able to do puzzles together. That is one thing that Christmas is about. Christmas is about having that time to do puzzles and in a turtle fashion, not trying to get to the end and get it completed, but just taking time, being able to talk through putting the puzzles together.
It's always interesting. How long will the camels allow the puzzles to go without being completed and, put together?
That's a hard one.
Oh, I know.
That is really a hard one. So much fun. So for camels, need to be organized and detailed. Maybe it's a gingerbread engineering contest. Not purchasing your pre-made in your pre-made gingerbread house, but your graham crackers and your ice, doing something where there has to be some engineering in the process. Creating a scrapbook together, being able to make handmade cards, just those thoughtful things. Years ago, we'd get the ingredients for Christmas cookies. My mom would do this, and we would get together as our family, and we would do a shift of making jars of a cookie recipe, all the dry ingredients. And so we would walk through and do that. And that became a very camel exercise to do.
I love it.
But these things are important. It's important for you to lead and to create fun and to make things lighthearted so that, memories take place. Fun memories, things that you're going to remember for years to come, and how they shift.
All right, I'm going to give us some shifts. I'm going to give us a little need to know, okay? Here's what you need to know. Let's do that. Lions, listen, let the schedule breathe. Not everything has to be done right now. Not everything has to be accomplished. And not everything is a hill to climb. Let it be. Let it be. It sounds like a song, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Just let it be.
That can be difficult, and it takes intentionality to kind of step back from everything becoming a task and your relationships becoming a task, just to be able to do that a little differently. So for parents, here's a shift that you can make, and that is to keep one tradition at a time, not a dozen. Focus in on one tradition instead of having to have that list with so many. And I'm talking to myself.
That's a great word, because one tradition that's purposeful is a lot better than a bunch that really never go anywhere, and never get followed through on, or never get
and one, it seems doable, doesn't
One's
it?
Doable.
Yeah, sounds very doable.
And that's a word for our parrots. So parrots, you know what? Listen, it can be overwhelming. The all the responsibilities, all the people pulling on you, even all the personalities should maybe feel that. But turtles especially feel at this time of year can feel overwhelmed and like, oh my gosh, hey, just ask for some help. Slow down.
That's a good word.
Remember, you're not in this by yourself. Pull some people around you. Use those words. Ask for some help. And realize that don't allow yourself. The most important thing, you have that wisdom, is the relationship. Keep that in front of you.
And camels embrace the fun of imperfect memories. That's really where some laughter can take place.
So good.
When things go awry or they fail, or something out of the ordinary happens, then it can really create some magical messiness.
And say that one more time. That what you just said about
magical messiness.
We're going to have to remember that this year at our house, that messiness
you guys are going to be right in it.
We're going to be there. It's going to be okay.
So as we close up, just remember that the best gift at Christmas really is, what are you doing in those relationships? And just challenge us to remember that, and remember to honor everybody's wiring. So the lions are very energetic. The parrots value joy and happiness. The camels are the thoughtfulness, and the turtles are warmth. So we're finishing up with a joke.
Well, actually, Christmas is all about others. Christmas is about giving to others, giving of yourself to others. It would not be appropriate that we close without me giving to you and Robin. I want to give you the dad joke. I need to give that to you because it's Christmas, so this is your gift. And I know you've been waiting on this, something you look forward to at the end of I keep saying, guys, in the podcast, it's just too much. Let's just, let's do every other. No, you say every podcast, we must have it.
And I have very high expectations on this one.
Oh,
this one needs to just the best.
Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. So, why was the snowman looking through carrots on Christmas Eve? Why was the snowman looking through carrots on Christmas Eve? He was picking his nose. I love it. For all the children out there, including me.
Fantastic.
Hey, guys, we hope you have a wonderful Christmas time. And for us here on Relationships, we will also be remembering the true meaning of Christmas and the purpose and the birth of Jesus. I hope you do the same for your holiday. I hope you make it purposeful and meaningful. Thank you for choosing to be a part of this Relationships family, for listening, and we look forward to seeing you in the new year. We're excited about 2026, some great things coming. But for now, enjoy this Christmas season. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. We'll look forward to seeing you next year.
Little shifts that make a big difference. RelationShifts. Little shifts that make a big difference.